Sydney's Illawarra region has long been dominated by the Port Kembla Steelworks, which contributes as many as 10,000 jobs to the regional economy.
Where I work the cranes, they're thinking about automating all cranes within that department, so that's got potential of 40 job losses.
Glenn Leake is a crane operator at the steelworks. He's worked there for 22 years and doesn't know how much longer he'll have a job.
I've been through it before in my old department. I've been in this department now for 18 months and going through it again. When my young bloke was going through school, he said, I wouldn't mind working in the steelworks too. I said, mate, I can't see a future at the moment. It's all long-serving employees. Most of them are 30 years plus. It's not as though you can move out of the steel industry and go to another steelworks down the road.
Good boy. Sit, no. Sit.
Glenn and his fellow workers know they can't stop automation from happening. But Glenn says the transition hasn't been managed well.
To this day, the automation in the old department's still not working properly. So it goes to show that they've still got people doing the role. For that reason, it's got to be proven to be working. It's got to be proven to be more cost effective, more reliable, and everything else, and more productive. If it's not, in the long run, it's not going to work. We're not that silly that if a robot works quicker, smarter, and more efficient, why the hell would we turn around and go, oh, we're going to stand in the way of a robot because we want a job? That's crazy.
Glenn says his options to retrain are practically non-existent.
There's nothing. Well, I've been told nothing, no. So even though they're thinking about automating a whole department, we're all looking around going, what's next? The thing is, the training system in the country, it's ballsed up. Like when you used to do an apprenticeship, there was nothing, you know what I mean? Like money-wise, I've got my young blokes' friends, they're doing apprenticeships at the moment, they're $3,000 just to go and do a course for an apprenticeship. Like that's okay. When you're running a family and a household and everything else, most people have got bills. Retrain where? What's it going to cost me? The skills that are in the steelworks, they're specific for the steel industry. So it's pretty hard to say, I'll just transition to another company. It's not like that at all.
On the other side of the city at Macquarie University, these students from the Thunder Down Under competitive robotics team are learning the technical and creative skills they'll need for a jobs market that's not yet fully formed.
We're not really teaching students how to build robots. They're almost teaching themselves how to do that. What we're trying to do is focus on those meta skills. When they come across a problem, do they have the toolkit to go and figure out how to solve that? Do they have the wherewithal to go and teach themselves or to seek out a mentor?
So our robot can place gears onto a peg, which is a spring, so it's really flimsy. We shoot balls into a high goal, which is probably about 2 meters above the ground, and then we also climb a rope that's about 1 centimeter thick, and our robot weighs 52 kilograms. So getting it to climb that rope is really difficult. It's really opened my eyes as to the engineering careers that I can actually go into. Like some of the jobs, that I could do might not even be here today.
Students graduating today are probably going to have 6 to 8 different careers through the course of their working life. The jobs that they're going to have in 10 or 20 years don't even exist today. We don't even know what they're going to be.
Michael predicts that technology won't replace people altogether, but we will have to get used to working alongside it.
So things that were very hands-on will become more automated, and the jobs of the future will be more aligned to maybe fixing those things, maintaining those things, or working alongside those things rather than doing the whole task yourself.
Tonight, the Thunder Down Under are in their off-season, so it's time to do some maintenance on their robot. Hayley's special interest is in software. She's 16 and has already collaborated with robotics teams in the US, Israel, Turkey and the UK. She says robotics opens up many possibilities for working globally.
I really like the fact that we get to meet a lot of people around the world and work with them on different projects.
According to Michael, being prepared for the future is all about adaptability.
If your thinking is rooted back into what the job opportunities were 10 or 20 years ago, then you should absolutely be afraid. If you're preparing yourself to self-learn and to be able to be retrained and to have a passion for doing new things, then you're going to be just fine in the future. Automation by itself is neither good nor bad. It depends how we choose to apply it. I think as a society we need to get better at saying that we're just going to apply these things for good.
So does a happy medium exist between people and robots?
I think it does, but I think too often people like the job they're doing rather than thinking about the job that they could have, the things that are a bit more mundane or the things that could be automated to free them up to do the more exciting things.
On opposite sides of Sydney and a technology revolution, Leake and Emma Barlow are both wondering what comes next. But Emma is excited about what the future may hold for her field.
It's kind of crazy to think about the opportunities, because some things that you don't think you could achieve on the robot, you then achieve in the season, and then you think, how could that apply to real life? It's insane and mind-boggling to think. Things that you've seen in like all of those movies, like the hoverboards and things like that, could actually become a reality.
It's impossible to deny the machines are here to stay.